Starting your own business, you care about it. It's a part of you. We're trying to make decisions today for 50 years from now, for 100 years from now. With EOS, it's been a lifesaver. How did we end up here? How did Journeyman come to be? And like a lot of young people, I graduated from school and said, well, I'm not quite sure what I want to do with my life. And actually ended up applying for a British work visa. Moved to Scotland and spent 18 months living in St. Andrews. My intent was to learn more about the history of the game of golf. Ended up going over there and learning one heck of a lot about whiskey. Never thought in a million years I'd be in the whiskey business. And the Journeyman name and kind of how this came to be has a lot to do with finding a new path. We got introduced to EOS right here in Three Oaks, Michigan. I had gone to a village council meeting. There was one gentleman who had 4 or 5 locations across Michigan, small business owner, and the guy just sounded so well put together. And I thought, geez, this guy really sounds like he knows what he's talking about. I just approached him and said, hey, would love to hear what it is that you're doing because it sounds like you're running a great business. He introduced me to EOS.
In some ways, they're my people. Right? I love bourbon, I love golf, I'm old. So this idea of this Scottish old world feel to everything, it really is an extension of Bill's passions as a human being. And so EOS provides me this basis where the X's and O's kind of take care of themselves. It just gives me a platform to be able to help bring out the best in people.
A lot of the pain points and some of the challenges pre-EOS were the business was growing and there were so many challenges with that.
Too many opportunities and not enough resources. A visionary that wants to do it all, wants to create a legacy, and you can't get there fast enough without the structure and the infrastructure and the right talent in place. You can never execute as fast as you think you should.
David, as an implementer of EOS, has been significant, not only as a mentor and someone who had a great business acumen, but what I would say that he's really strong at is he's dyed-in-the-wool believer of EOS and really challenges us to utilize the structure and tools available.
So we're coaches, facilitators, and educators, and that's the 3 main things that we talk about. But in some ways, it's helping people to face reality of what the world is telling us, right? And so you can't fight the universe.
I mean, I think one of the greatest things that EOS has taught us is just face your issues. And it's at the core of the program, which is an issues list. And as our team has grown and matured and felt more comfortable, we've opened up more, and I think you're getting to the root of some of what the core problems are. David, he's just been an advocate for me personally, but the business. And that could mean, saying things that are hard to hear sometimes.
I also recognize that there's a human being that I'm talking to, and I have to bring a level of compassion and non-judgment around, this is just a journey. There is no endpoint to this. So we start with, I'm gonna help you get what you want from your business, start to nail that in, and then we start to look at the execution and the gap between where we want to go and where the execution is. I believe that EOS is an extension of the human being. And so when we say in Focus Day, are you willing to be your best? We're not talking about as an organization. It's really a gut check for every single individual on that leadership team. Nothing happens without leadership. I mean, the entire journey is dependent on how good the leadership team is, how focused they are, the confidence to be able to say, I don't know what this is going to look like or what it's going to be, but I'm willing to take a shot. So one of the great things about Journeyman is just embracing this grow or die value that we have within EOS. They just epitomize that.